There's a saying, it happens only in India. A recent event seems to justify the same. A top American pilot has got the real feel of a Russian flanker, which is part of the Indian Air Force. The person is General Kenneth S. Wilsbach, who's currently the U.S. Pacific Air Force commander. Viewers may note that General Wilsbach flew and still flies F-22 Raptor, which is considered to be the most lethal fighter jet in the world. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes what are the implications of a U.S. Air Force commander operating Russian-developed Indian Su-30 MKI. Let's get started. The Sukhoi Su-30 is a twin-engine, two-seat, super-maneuverable fighter aircraft developed in the Soviet Union by Russia's Sukhoi Aviation Corporation. It's a multi-role fighter for all-weather, air-to-air, and air-to-surface deep interdiction missions. The Su-30, developed by Sukhoi, is considered to be one of the most successful Russian defense export programs in the past 2 decades. It's in service with about 12 nations, including China, Vietnam, Malaysia, Algeria, and Venezuela. The Su-30 is the backbone of the Indian Air Force, which operates around 272 Su-30 MKI jets, a unique version specifically designed for India. MKI, meaning Modernized Commercial Indian in English, is jointly developed with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, or HAL. It's the first Su-30 family member to feature thrust vectoring control, TVC, and canards. It's interesting to note that the MKI version of Su-30 includes Israeli and French avionics. For example, the aircraft is fitted with a French-made heads-up display system and an Israeli-made electronic warfare system, and an advanced targeting pod. General Wilsbach's engagement with Su-30 MKI was not accidental or just for photo ops, but actually a training mission. This took place as part of the Indo-US Joint Exercise, COPE, India. The exercise is being held from April 10th to the 24th at Kalai Kunda Air Base. The base is home to a squadron of the Indian Air Force. U.S. F-15 fighter jets and B-1B bombers engaged in war games with India's Sukhoi 30 MKI and homegrown Tejas warplanes. It's evident that Wilsbach got up close and personal with the flight capabilities and avionics of the modern Russian fighter as he actually flew the aircraft. Neither the Indian Air Force nor the U.S. Air Force has released details about Wilsbach's training mission. However, the training is conducted in 2 stages. The first, which began on April 10th, aims to operate standard flights with transport planes or refueling planes. The first stage also trains a joint U.S. Air Force and Indian Air Force transport aircraft escort. Wilsbach also held interactions with Air Marshal S.P. Darkar, AOC and C, of IAF's Eastern Air Command and the exercise participants. General Wilsbach told reporters, "We have an opportunity not only to show the aircraft, B-1, in public, the crew have an opportunity to train with one another and incorporate the bombers into the scenarios so that everybody on all sides has a chance to see how they operate, and we can improve our tactics, techniques, and procedures." He added, "Message is one of interoperability and the 2 air forces working together." Importantly, the aircraft could be seen with ACME pod. Air Combat Maneuvering Instrumentation, or ACME systems, record an aircraft's in-flight data. They're often used by the military for aerial combat training and analysis. This enables real-time air-to-air exercises to be carried out, and also complex ground debriefs, after-action review or AAR, based on data recorded at the time. Such debriefs involve the use of modern graphics and display techniques that can bring out training and other points to aircrew and ground staff. The presence of General Ken Wilsbach on board the Su-30 MKI can be defined as an event in itself. It's not every day that a US Air Force pilot gets the chance to operate a fighter jet that's part of the main strike force of Russian aviation right now. Any opportunity to get a closer look at Russian warplanes would benefit both American fighter pilots as well as military planners. There's no doubt that the American general will share his thoughts on the jet with the Pentagon. But this is one side of the story. It's to be noted that China also operates several Russian fighter jets, including Su-35, and their unethical copies like J-15. Interestingly, in the Japanese Indian Air exercise, which ended very recently, New Delhi had sent 4 of its Su-30 MKIs to wargame with Japan's F-15s. Also, as part of COPE-India joint engagement in air mobility, will be practiced later, and pilots and their aircraft from Japan are invited to the exercise. India is on good terms with Russia, but the country, along with US and Japan, has China as a common foe. So India is playing a key role in providing its allies with important insights on China.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.